Hello, 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 everyone. Happy Monday. So it's a Money Monday. It's a motivational Monday. It's whatever type of Monday you need it to be, okay? I personally like the thought of Money Monday, but a little motivation is always good. So today we're going to talk about the number one thing that I get asked every single day while I'm talking to people. So if you're just tuning in, make sure that you comment below with where you're watching from and tell us something fun that you did today. So I am Jalila T, your $1 million baby, and I'm ready to go ahead and dive in and talk about this. Hey, Dawn. So remember, if you're just tuning in, give us a comment. I'll shout you out. If you're new and connecting with me for the first time, or even if you're watching the replay, I want you to drop a 2 in the comments, okay? And that way I can make sure that we connect after this and make sure that I give you a special attention from Jalila T over here. So let's talk about this for a second. So the number one question that I get asked daily is, I want to do what you do. I want to live your life. I want to make the money that you make, but do I have to do that too? And I'm like, do you have to do what exactly? So typically when people ask me that, they're asking me, do I have to sell? Do I have to, hey Amanda, do I have to, what is it? Do I have to do those Facebook live video thingies you do? Oh my goodness. The level of anxiety from people asking me that question. I'm like, whoa, what's the issue? Are you scared? Are you scared? Like, what's the problem, right? So it's usually, I'm not salesy. Oh my God. I'm like, do I sell to you? Does it seem like I spam you? Did I tell you to buy something from me today? I thought we were just having a casual conversation, right? So people literally are like, do I have to do every little thing that you do too? So, hey Andrea, the quick answer to your question is no. You don't have to do anything that you don't want to do, right? Everything that you do is a choice, right? So let's talk about these choices for a second and what I do. So, the real question should not be, do you have to do what I do to get where I am? But the real question should probably be, is what you're doing now working for you? Just saying, like, not knocking anybody's hustle, but perhaps you shouldn't question what I'm doing, but question what you're doing. Because if you're not where you want to be, then you got to make some changes, right? You've got to make some changes. You got to make some new choices, right? So drop a 3 in the comments if you're one of those people that you're not exactly where you want to be. You don't know how to get there, right? But you might be unhappy where you are. So it's time to make some changes, right? So, the thing that you got to remember is what I do, or the things that I do, are what Jalila chooses to do. So, you need to look at your situation and say, does it allow me the flexibility to be able to be there for my children, right? When they need me? Does it allow me the flexibility so that I can be there for my elderly parents that I take care of, or whatever the case may be, right? Look at what you're doing and say, does it give you enough time to sleep? Right? Perhaps, just maybe, you need to open your eyes to new things, right? Because you're not having enough time to sleep. It doesn't add to your bank account. Hey, Justin Prince. It doesn't add to your bank account. It doesn't pay off your bills. It's not funding vacations, right? And it's not developing you into a better person. You're still the same person that you were yesterday, right? And last month. And you're getting no results. You're not getting any changes. Not anything different is happening in your life. You still ain't paid off the bills you need to pay. You still ain't took care of the stuff for the dog or the kids or whoever that's, dependent on you. And now it's time for you to actually make some changes, right? So you shouldn't be asking me, do you have to do the things that I do? Instead, you should be looking at your situation and saying, you know what? Maybe I need to start doing some of those things, because she's getting a different result from it. Right? So what you choose to do is going to give you different results. So if you sit there and you're still stuck and you're still, how do you expect things to change? I want you guys to know something. I learned very early on, and I live my life by this. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over and over again and expecting different results. Now, let me tell y'all, I had an epiphany with this, because I feel like a lot of people on the planet are insane, including myself at one point, right? You sit there and you're like, oh, I want to do this. I want to have this. But you're still sitting there doing the same exact things that you were doing before, which means that there's no movement. There's no change, right? And you can't expect things to change in your life or things to go differently if you're not willing to try something different. So let's talk about what that means, right? It means you need to get uncomfortable, right? So you want to be part of the Get Uncomfortable squad, which means that you're uncomfortable trying new things, right? You're conquering new fears, things that scared you, things that maybe Facebook Live and just pressing the live button gives you anxiety. I don't know. It used to give me anxiety, that's for sure. A year ago today, I had anxiety over Facebook Live and doing videos because I was scared of judgment. I hate the sound of my voice. I tell y'all this all the time. Totally transparent, no joke. I can drop names. John Melton, Nadia Melton, and Jessie Lee fought with me for 3 months straight over doing videos. From the moment Nadia Melton, who is huge, she's huge on doing videos, her and John Melton. From the moment she met me, she was like, you need to be doing videos on the first day. So, I did not believe in myself. I was totally scared of it. And one day I decided, okay, you know what? I'm not making the money that I want to be making like them, and they're doing it and it's working for them. So let me just say, forget it and let me try it, right? So you want to be able to do that too. You want to be able to conquer a new fear. Try something new. Get uncomfortable, because when you get uncomfortable and you push yourself to those limits, you never know the capacity of how you can grow, right? You don't know that you can grow because you haven't tried. So you have to actually do things that are different. You got to stimulate your brain. It's a whole nother part of your brain, right? When you're able to do that, a whole nother set of endorphins is released just because you tried something new today, right? Just because you're not scared of the spiders anymore, or the Facebook Live, right? Or hearing the sound of your voice, or facing the judgment that people give you from going live on Facebook or doing videos, or whatever the case may be. It's so funny. I hate the sound of my voice, but there's a guy that I work with. His name is Thiago. And I don't know if he's watching this, but Thiago told me back in January, he was like, oh my God, I just love the sound of your voice. I could go to sleep to it. Can you make me like transcribe some things? Or is that the right word? Transcribe? I don't know what it is. Whatever. Do voiceovers. I don't know, whatever it's called. He wanted me to record some stuff because he liked the sound of my voice. And I'm like, this old raspy thing? Oh boy, bye. But that's what I'm saying to you. Even though you don't like it, somebody else will. Plenty of people listen to me every single day on Facebook Live. They seem to not have a problem with Jalila's face or my voice. And there's little to no judgment. You know what I mean? So that was all a part of me getting in my own way, which leads me to my next point. Get out of your own way, right? Fear is in your head, and it's only in your head, right? So drop a 5 in the comments if you've ever wanted to do something, but you didn't do it because before you could even try it out, you sat there and pondered the thought and you talked yourself out of it. Drop a 5 in the comments below. Even if you're watching a replay, drop a 5 in the comments below, because I know this has happened to everyone, right? So the reality is, a lot of you are not even getting discouraged from talking to others. You're discouraging yourself. That is self-sabotage, y'all. You gotta stop. You gotta stop, right? You've gotta believe in yourself. You've gotta get out of your own way. Get out of your head, right? Get out of your head. I swear to God, if you had a penny for every great idea that you had, but you passed on it. If you had a penny for every one of those in your life, you'd probably be a millionaire by now. You'd be a millionaire because you would have actually tried those things, right? And done them and did some successful things and grew and maybe made some money. I don't know. Or you'd be a millionaire because you keep passing up on $1 million ideas, okay? A $1 million baby ain't got time for that, okay? I don't have time for that. I need to be trying new things. I need to be out of my own head. I want to live the life of my dreams. You should want that for yourself too, okay? Next point. Nobody puts baby in a box. And I know you guys have seen Dirty Dancing, right? So drop a 6 in the comments if you've seen Dirty Dancing. Some of my millennials that are watching this are probably like, what the heck are you talking about, Dirty Dancing? But a lot of you, even if you're watching the replay, you know about Dirty Dancing. And you know what it meant when Patrick Swayze told baby, nobody puts baby in a corner, so she could prove her parents wrong. It's the same concept, right? Don't put yourself in a corner. Don't let anybody else limit you and put you in a box or a corner, right? Nobody puts baby in a corner. For what? You live your life the way you want to live it, okay? So open your eyes to new opportunity. One of your favorites, Amanda. I know, right? It's like a classic. So open your eyes to new opportunities, new limits, right? The only reason you feel stuck is because you're allowing others to make you feel that way. Did you know that? Did you know that you don't have to actually work that job that you're miserable at? Did you know that? Did you know that, you could do something else, perhaps start a network marketing business? I don't know. Did you know that you could make your own schedule? Did you know that you could have flexible pay, flexible hours, that you don't have to commute? Did you know that there are other options on the planet? Did you know that, right? So all it takes is for you to open your eyes to new opportunities, and know that there are no limits to your life, right? And you'll start feeling unstuck. You'll start feeling mobile again, right? Because nobody will be putting baby in the corner anymore. Why does baby need to be in a corner? Who told you to stay there? Who told you to stay there? Is your mom here? Because I don't see... Where your mother at? I don't see my mother. My mother ain't put me in no corner. Okay, well, maybe she did. I lied. Maybe when I was little. But she's not putting baby in no corner right now. Okay? She's not doing it. Because baby can't be in no corner. Baby needs to be out and soaring and with the eagles and flying and trying new things and jumping off cliffs. Okay, so yeah, I'm extreme. Baby over here is extreme. And I like to fly and do crazy things like jet ski and whatever. But the point is that those things help me feel liberated, right? And I don't feel stuck in a corner. I don't feel stuck in a box. And I know that I dictate my destiny. I know that if I don't want to work that job, that 9 to 5, that I don't have to, right? I know that there are other things that I can do and I can make a way, right? I can make a way for myself. I don't have to fit the mold like everybody else is telling me to. And you don't either. So nobody puts baby in a box. Get your little booty out that box, right? And it's time for you to open your mind, right? Explore other options. Because the moment, I'm telling you, the moment that you get it, the moment that you understand that there's so much more to life and there's so many different possibilities for how you can make your life better, how you can make it work, how you can be more flexible, how you can make more money and leverage your time and your income. Once you figure that out, it's golden, okay? Last thing I want to tell you is, so the whole point of this was, do you have to do this too? So the longer version to answer your question is, no, you don't have to do anything that you don't want to do, right? The sky is the limit. You make your own choices, so the choice is yours. You can either sit there, keep wallowing, right? Keep wallowing in self-pity, keep talking about what you want and not making any changes and being insane, because the definition of insanity is doing the same stuff over and over and expecting different results. So you can continue to do that and complain, right? And watching others win and get money and do other things and make a life for themselves, right? And have fun, right? Or you can make the decision to try something new. Right? You can make the decision to change some things up. You can make the decision to get uncomfortable, right? Conquer those fears, grow, and not allow others to put baby in a corner or in a box, okay? So, just to answer your question, no. You ain't got to do nothing that Jalila does. You do your own thing. That is what being an individual is about. But just make sure that whatever options and whatever you're wanting to exercise or you wanting to happen, it's happening because you want it to. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this. If you felt like you got value, I want you to drop a 10 in the comments below. Give us some of these. Give us some of these, right? And if you love this message and you feel like someone else needs to hear it, feel free to smash that share button, because sharing is caring. And if you're watching the replay, please feel free to like, comment, share, because sharing is caring. I am Jalila T, hashtag your $1 million baby. I hope you guys have a great money, motivational, whatever you want to call it, Monday. Talk to you guys later. Bye.